The long three-pointer. He's got to step up and play well because Richard Granberry is on the other side. Two-time CIAA performer, runs, post play, defends. He can do a little bit of everything. Granberry, Cooley, two guys you better keep an eye on tonight.
We'll keep an eye on them, two of the best in the conference. Virginia State, Virginia Union. Semifinals set to get underway here in Charlotte. Starting lineups, opening tip, coming up next.
No, pick up. The 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
102 hot chocolate? No. Yes. Girl, yes.
I want to have some potatoes.
Tell me about your game. How'd it go?
Keep up the good work, Your Honor.
The one place that'll always be your place. Mickey D's.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby. You got me falling hard for you. It's you. I felt this way before. You know it's you. It's you. You got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
The most important meal of the day is rarely perfect. It's not always sunny side up. Sometimes you can't afford to skip it. And sometimes you eat it for dinner. But as long as it's fresh, you're serving it right. That's why at Food Lion, we make fresh food affordable for everyone. Food Lion, how refreshing.
Our nationwide starting lineups, and Todd Hughes has had a great tournament so far for Virginia Union. He's been in double figures in each of the ball games here in Charlotte. You go to Virginia State, White and Brown and Ciante Melvin in the backcourt. And keep an eye on Walter Williams, a guy who does everything little and does it well for Lonnie Blowe's Virginia State club. Ball is in the air and controlled by the Panthers in gray, and they'll have it. And this first semifinal is underway here in the Spectrum Center. So glad you're with us here tonight.
Lonnie Blowe's Trojans will start the game man-to-man.
Extra steps by Jenkins. Our Denny's Coach's Corner, Jay Butler, in his third season at the helm. Coach of the Year in the 16-17 season as he took the Panthers to their first Northern Division title since 2008. Has them as a 3 seed here this year and 1 game away from the championship.
Union will show you a lot of defenses. Trapped there early in the middle of the floor. After you break it, they'll reverse and come on the weak side, Virginia State.
Melvin bottled up underneath and got 2 traveling calls to start off this game.
Well, these two teams know each other, Scott.
Lonnie Blowe in our Denny's Coach's Corner, the Coach of the Year in the league this year.
Third time he's been Coach of the Year. The other 2 times, he won the CIAA championship when he was at St. Augustine's, and then 2 years ago at Virginia State.
Cooley will start things off for the Panthers.
Corey Cooley has started some games. Others he's come off the bench tonight, gets to start. Physical guy, can make plays.
Williams lines up for 3. Walker, Andre Walker, the big senior, rips home the rebound. Page will give it back to Corey Cooley, senior from Washington, D.C. And now shot clock winding down. Cooley will step back. Jump shot is away, too strong, and Ciante Melvin will rip away the rebound for the Trojans as Wayman Wright now on the bounce in the front court. Granberry triple teamed underneath as Page converged and ripped it away from him.
Sometimes Granberry rushes in the post, doesn't have the best hands every time. He's got good hands, but doesn't finish enough plays. He'll be facing a guy in Walker because his size are a little bit even bigger than him, and so he's got to be able to adjust to that in the post.
William Jenkins turns and fires. And a nice touch by the 6'7" sophomore Jenkins, and the Panthers have an early 4-zip lead.
Very nice start for Virginia Union.
Melvin had a notion. They saw the 6'10 Walkers there waiting for him, so kicks it out. Granberry double. Going to try to split the double team, about to turn it over. Look at the 4 gray jerseys around him, and Jenkins hustles, and another turnover. Cooley leaves this one short. Granberry away with the rebound.
Roman Wright's a very good distributor of basketball, handles his team efficiently. 76 assists on 27 turnovers.
Right now, Virginia State may be moving a little too fast. They just keep coughing it up and turning it over. Lonnie Blow looking, saying, all right, settle down, let's go.
10-point game on MLK weekend up at the Richmond Coliseum, the Freedom Classic. A game that Virginia State really had in hand for about 27, 28 minutes and got very lax. And too many turnovers, bad shots, missed free throws. The game was a lot closer. Had to make a play to extend the lead. Then about a month ago, close ball game at Petersburg, they were able to win by 3, but Union had chances.
Quick turn and fire, and finished by Trey Brown.
Trey Brown's a very streaky shooter. Had a great game in that Virginia Union game, Scott. Made 5 3-point baskets.
Well, missed all 5 of his attempts yesterday, but comes out with some confidence here and makes his first attempt.
Quick tempo bodes well for Virginia State. Moderate tempo, slow tempo is better for the Virginia Union Panthers.
Here we are with the shot clock winding down again, and Corey Cooley with it in his hands. Free to shoot now. Cooley's going to have to, well, going to have to let one fly, try to make an extra pass, and the Panthers turn it over on the shot clock violation. Substitution for Union as Hughes checks out, and a point guard Jamal Smith comes in wearing number 12. Granberry took pass to Melvin. He'll slice down the lane, rejected, maybe with 2 hands there by Andre Walker.
So impressed with how Walker's played the last couple of basketball games. Last night was really dominant when he was in the ball game. Shante Melvin a slash when he get to the rim, but not on that play. And he had a little something to tell you. How was your pregame?
Give him a little extra look there. Williams, opposite side pass, then we'll go to Granberry. They converge on him. Williams on the baseline. High arcing jump shots, no good. Melvin above everyone, but just couldn't bring it down. Now the Panthers come the other way. Jenkins will spin inside, aggressive to the hoop, but Granberry there for the rebound. There's Brown, just made a 3. This one falls off the left side.
Union doing a nice job in board coverage, only allowing Virginia State 1 shot.
Cooley goes baseline, gets caught in the air, and last touched by Virginia State, so Union will keep it. And a first media timeout. Corey Cooley with a quick start here, and Panthers are up by 1.
One day your little guy's behind the wheel. It's okay, your mom's side will find a way to deal. You built this business up from the ground. Soon your retired side will pass it on down. Every day brings something new, so much to look forward to. Nationwide is on your side.
Are you ready for the biggest homecoming experience of the year? The 2018 CIAA Toyota Fan Fest and Super Saturday goes down March 2nd and 3rd at the Charlotte Convention Center with special performances by Dave East, Ayo and Teo, and R&B legends Bill Biv DeVoe.
Right there, March 2nd, Fan Fest, Charlotte, North Carolina.
And it's free and open to the public. The CIAA Toyota Fan Fest and Super Saturday, March 2nd and 3rd, Charlotte Convention Center.
It's your man Ronnie DeVoe, and we're coming 2018 CIAA Fan Fest.
Go to CIAAtournament.org.
CIAA presents Flip Show Throwdown, hosted by DC Young Fly, Fred Wild and I, and Power 98. It's Greek versus Greek, featuring the Divine Nine Stampede. Friday, March 2nd at the Charlotte Convention Center. Then on Saturday, March 3rd at the Charlotte Convention Center, Jill Bean and Derek Brand for Wild and I, and Streets 103 host
The CIAA Step Show Step Up.
10 of the greatest high school Stampede. Tickets on CIAAtournament.org.
The CIAA Championship Day goes down March 3rd at the Spectrum Center, and seats are going fast. See top names in entertainment battle for the win. Join the 2018 Celebrity Charity Basketball Game. Then watch the CIAA Men's and Women's Final, where 2 teams will be crowned champs. Plus halftime performance by Drew Hill. And that's just the beginning. Want to be in the house? Get a general admission book and save up to 75%. 22 games and full access to the celebrity game. See, we told you we got you. Go to CIAAtournament.org for tickets.
Get social with Aspire. You can connect on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at TV Aspire, and always on the website, of course, at aspire.tv. Folks have been connected here in Charlotte, following the teams, following all the festivities. There's a lot to do here at the tournament.
Yeah, you sure can do a lot. Communicate with a lot of people.
Short shot clock out of this timeout. Page, his shot no good. Williams really goes high for that rebound. And now Virginia State with a chance to take their first lead. Granberry, quick move this time before the double team could get there, but can't finish.
Have to finish those plays inside.
What a shot by Corey Cooley. He's got 4 now.
Yeah, we talked about Cooley in the open. Came into the tournament having 19 double-figure ball games. So he can score the basketball. He can knock down threes. 25 going into the day.
One of our McDonald's ones to watch, Corey Cooley.
There's the zone, and watch the different ways they cover it. They'll bring somebody out. That time he didn't slide down the baseline. And that's a shot that Williams has been working on more and more and getting more comfortable with.
Came into this tournament having made 23s. That ties us up here at 6.
Williams could be one of those X-factor guys. You know, Todd Hughes has already stepped to the plate. He can play well. William Jenkins is somebody to keep your eye on tonight also for Virginia Union.
Page will drive high off the glass, makes it in.
And don't forget about James Page, transfer from Siena. Had a good game against this Virginia State team a few weeks ago with 21 points and losing effort.
Williams loses it on the bounce, and then a kick ball inadvertently by Virginia Union, so the Trojans will maintain possession.
Off the knee and off the foot of Smith.
Well, Virginia State, both of their buckets have been 3-pointers here in the early going. This is a team that doesn't rely on the 3, but they will certainly make them. They're close to 8 a game. And Williams just made one, and this one a little too strong. We'll give Walker that shot. Rims out, and quick rebound down to Trey Brown. Williams, one more 3. This one airmails it a bit.
Yeah, I just saw Williams. He took the first one a little long. That time was an air ball. He was coming out anyway, but he has a tendency sometimes to get down on himself if he misses a few shots. So it's going to be very important for Lonnie Blow and staff and the team to keep his spirits up, keep him involved in the ballgame, because he's a long 6'5", 6'6" athlete that can make some spectacular plays when he's in that frame of mind. Don't let him down early. They're going to need him to win.
He subs out, as does Ciante Melvin. Andrew Korn is on the floor. Drive by Hughes. Walker there to clean it up. He's fouled by Corum, and will head to the line to shoot 2.
Corum just getting the ball game, a 6'7" sophomore from Leedsburg, Virginia. It has given him some positive moments as you watch this Virginia State basketball team. He's a lefty, he'll defend, blocks the shots, and what he also does is he gives them in range, and he can come out and cover Corey Cooley if need be on a high ball screen, or a Todd Hughes.
You know, we've almost seen Andre Walker's confidence rise as they've played these 2 games here in Charlotte. He seems like every outing, every minute or so as the game goes on, he just feels more sure of himself on both sides of the floor.
You're exactly right, Scott.
White misses the 3, and there's Walker whipping home the rebound. He'll hand it off to his point guard, Jamal Smith.
This is a Virginia Union tempo right now.
Quick hands by Wright off the steal. 10-6 Panthers. Brandon Holly on the floor. Gives it to Brown.
Been out some, but he's a big-time shooter for this team. Leads the team in three-point baskets made.
Here's Wright. Rebound underneath by Granberry. He's fouled on the grab. 11:55 to go here. Still early in the first. Top-seeded Trojans trailing by 4. CIAA basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places, proud sponsor of the CIAA. By McDonald's, the one place that'll always be your place. Mickey D's. Follow at 365Black on Twitter. By Nationwide, as the official insurance and financial services partner of the CIAA, Nationwide is on your side. Coca-Cola. Grab an ice cold Coca-Cola and taste the feeling. By Food Lion. Count on Food Lion to bring you fresh and affordable together in one place with a double your money back fresh guarantee. Food Lion, how refreshing. By Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable. For more information, visit NovantHealth.org/wartime. And by Denny's. Cold shooting here for Virginia State. Stand 2 of 11 from the floor. 7 of those attempts have been threes. You surprised at that here so far?
It's going to be hard to penetrate the Union zone when they're playing well. You know, fouls, turnovers. When we say the keys, all the little things.
That's 5 turnovers now on Virginia State. And you see the play defensively by Jay Butler's group, and that ball goes inside. We've seen 3, sometimes 4 jerseys converging on the Trojan Post.
When Union's playing very smart defensively, they can suffocate you. My harkens to the old days with Ben and Oak and Terry Davis and those guys. Hargrove.
Page had a good opportunity there. Won't drop in for him.
And yeah, to answer your question about the number 3s, yes, it is a little surprising with the people taking the 3. Williams is taking 4. Trey Brown's taking 2.
Well, you see what Granberry can do when he gets a chance to get to his spot on the floor.
If I'm Lonnie, I got to figure out ways to get him the basketball, maybe at the high post, free throw line, extended, that type of thing, and let him work his way inside.
Smith lost it on the way up, gets it back, and now we've got a jump ball. And the possession arrow is in favor of Virginia State. James Page a little slow to get up.
Like that orange and blue top blows got on. That's sharp.
You know, he has a way of breaking out things from his repertoire as the season goes on, doesn't he?
That's kind of sharp there, blow. Excellent coach, but a better man.
Really, really nice guy.
Jay Butler the same. Those new Woodward uniforms, too.
It's the tournament time, Stan.
Yeah. cheerleading competition tomorrow at the convention center. Tomorrow Friday, tomorrow Saturday. Tomorrow Saturday, yeah, this one. Tournament.
This is Brown that really puts out on him. Over to Wright. Wright trying to create. Williams back in the game, spins, and draws a foul. So Walter Williams back on the floor and attacking the rim instead of settling for the three. And 2 free throws here.
So this is what I think Williams can really give you is a slasher, a guy that can do some stuff in a tight space and then just elevate.
Junior from Richmond, Virginia. Averages close to 10 points a game. 5 rebounds. I remember when he came in as a freshman and how excited Coach Blow was to tell us about this young guy from Richmond we have coming in and what a great player he's going to be.
Yeah. Had some nagging injuries this year. You remember when we were up there for the Vuu State game, he didn't dress that day, with knee, ankle, and but when he's healthy, he's got a very fluid jump shot. He runs really well, and I'll tell you what, if you want to see a highlight dunk, let him get in the open court.
Gets 1 of 2. Union has led the entire way here in the first half.
Union content to work some clock, move Virginia State defensively. He got hit.
And a foul. It was a late whistle, but it was the right whistle as Granberry got him on the forearm.
You're right, it was a late whistle, but
first of the game on Granberry and the second team foul on Virginia State.
Take a look at the right and say, yeah, that's not even debatable. Walker really struggled. The game we had early February against Chowan, and just said, wow, big guy, he's got a lot of work to do. Something happened after that ball game. He's gotten better. He's playing with a lot of confidence. He blocked shots. He's taking on the role. Jay is giving him a role, and he's accepted it and is doing it. Get him out now for a blow, and they'll bring in another guy that can bang inside, and Devin Moore, and he'll just continue to bang a little bit on Granberry. Granberry's got to be patient and understand it.
Wright zips it ahead to Holly. Catch and shoot 3 off the mark. Keontae Melvin has the rebound. William Vedder on the floor for the first time. Deflected out of bounds. Quick hands by Virginia Union as we go just past the midway point here in the first half. After this one, we'll have Bowie State and Johnson C. Smith. Wright knows the double team's coming, tried to dribble away from him, just kind of lost his footing, jammed his foot into the floor, and tell he's a little gimpy as he gets up.
He's got a heavily taped right ankle, and he's had some lower leg problems as well. And you can see that right foot just goes out from under him right about now. So, but he had another turnover for Virginia.
Phillip Owens comes in. Replace him on the other side. Micah Thomas is there also, and there in the paint going full force is Devin Moore, and he picks up the charge. He's got 1 speed, and if you're in his way, look out. And he just ran right over William Vedder.
The buzz that was in the air earlier, it's kind of gone away right now with turnovers and, some missed shots.
Trey Brown, senior from Hampton, Virginia, returns. 11-9. Points hard to come by on both sides. Melvin, the stutter step goes up and waved off, and the travel.
Oh, man.
By Melvin.
Melvin's not afraid to go in there at 6'3".
He can leap with the best of them.
Yeah, another one of those really good athletes that can run and can make plays, and a very good defender. Always willing to take the best offensive perimeter guy.
Back inside to Moore. This time explodes upward with a little baby jump hook.
That's a nice move by Moore.
13-9, Virginia Union.
Get him in there low. Not much you can do defensively. Just Virginia Union just looks quicker right now.
They do.
They look quicker. They're playing with a better bounce.
Free ball by Owens off the mark. Melvin there underneath. He can't get it to drop down. And Jenkins picks up the loose ball. Nearly went over a half court, but held up just enough to give it to Jamal Smith.
You're so afraid if you State that you're not scoring. Do you come out and maybe put some more pressure on the trap? That's too easy. I guess you can't trap them if you're going to get the ball in that close and get that easy.
Jenkins had room to operate.
Watch this, moving the ball and you get in the middle. If you get the basketball in the center of the zone, right there in the paint, good things can happen. Great things can happen.
Foul on Walter Williams. Jenkins will shoot two. Jenkins such a high energy guy. 11.6 rebounds in the win over Shaw. Had that block at the end of the game to preserve the victory. Lead is now at 5 for the Panthers. Brown trying to get away from that double team. And turnover, the pressure getting to Virginia State now.
Well, they ran two guys at you at an angle, so you're running away from the basket. So when you make that floater, you're really throwing it from one trap back to another. You've got to look for the skip pass. You got to be strong with the basketball.
Page in the corner. Stops, pops, jump shot, falls off the rim, and then a foul underneath, and it will go on Devin Moore. So Moore has picked up his second. We got a media timeout. Lonnie Blows Club trying to figure out how to score. Just 9 points here so far.
Please join us, Spire, for a night of movie magic. Tiffany Haddish and Vivica A. Fox starring a world premiere movie, The Power of Love. It's a black movie magic. Next Friday, 8 p.m., only on the Spire. All right, y'all, here we go. Look here. Next Friday night, black movie magic, only on the Spire. You know the deal. Power of Love, Tiffany Haddish, I told you before, and Vivica A. Fox. That's how we do it. The black movie magic.
Virginia State needs a little magic on this end of the floor, shooting just 20%. They're 3 of 15, and
they look terrible.
2 of their main field goals are three-pointers. They just look out of sync.
They just, yeah.
Is it Union's defense?
Yes.
Some of that and
yes.
Some of them?
And I'll tell you something else they're doing. They're not doing anything to bet shots. They're not doing anything when they get the basketball. They're just past it. There's no shot fake. There's no ball fake. There's no dribble penetration to get 2 defenders on you and then make the skip pass. They're just like, okay, hey, pass it. And Union's just making them look bad right now.
Well, their defense is dictating Virginia State's offense.
Is. And we said if Union's defense is playing right, this is going to be a hard night for V-State if they're not able to run.
Micah Thomas misses his first attempt.
Virginia State has no transition baskets. See how far everything is away from the basket, and time is running down, and then they're right there. Granberry's got to take that and make a pass. Skip it and move. Score right there.
Back inside. Granberry will clean it up. And has his second basket.
And that was a struggle.
Granberry 4 points and 7 rebounds now.
Jay Butler, these guys are not, they said, okay, fine, let's do scored, and we're just going to take our time.
Micah Thomas,
bam.
He's not shy. Knocks home a 3. Instant offense off the bench, pushes the lead out to 6.
He lit up Livingstone early in the year with 5, and he can score in streaks. He's got to knock this down, Scott.
Melvin with a big 3 right in front of the Virginia Union bench.
That'll do wonders for Keontae Melvin's confidence, and I would not be surprised if he doesn't get involved in some kind of big defensive play now, if he's got some bounce in this game. That's the type of player he is. Good style of play, tempo right now.
Smith drives all the way in and then off the hands of Devin Moore and out of bounds. And as much as it feels like Virginia Union is dominating this game, you look up at the scoreboard, it's just, still just a one-possession game. Moore goes out, Andre Walker back in.
See, there's the zone in there. The zone will take its shape based on sometimes where you enter the offense. But you see those guards are bouncing. Every time the ball moves, they're moving.
Granberry kicks it opposite to right. White will drive in, his floater's up. Granberry really working hard underneath. That's his 8th rebound here in the first half.
Well, he does a really good job of going after the ball. And something you might want to think about, and Coach Blow knows his team, obviously, but maybe finding a way to get Wayman Wright in the middle of the floor, because when you reverse it to him off a week like this, he's not a shooter. He's not a big-time scorer. He'll make 13 threes. He doesn't shoot the ball as well as someone like a Brown may do.
Melvin just hit a 3, but too strong on that one.
Yeah, those shots are there. You're settling for threes, and a 2 will work just as well.
Walker flashes to the free throw line. He'll skip it back to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Walker, baseline J is no good. Jenkins got it, and what a touch from the right baseline.
Not been a good day for Virginia State fans. Lost a close game, a tough game. Kara Costa knocking down threes left and right the final minute of the game. Vuu State advances over V-State for the women's semis. And the Trojans look like they're kind of down in the dumps themselves.
Melvin shies away from the shot. He's got him if he wants him one more way. Missed his last 2. And Williams will bat it into the backcourt to Trey Brown as we go into 4 minutes to play.
And they're going to continue to give Melvin that shot until he can knock down more than one.
Virginia Union had just 19 points in the first half of their quarterfinal game and struggling again here. Another turnover. Cooley so good in transition and fouled by Keontae Melvin. And right now, Virginia Union is taking it to the top seed in the North. 19-14 our score.
Ooh, feast your eyes on these. Have you ever seen such golden, crispy deliciousness? Woo, and so juicy. Going in for a slam dunk, huh? Hey, where's everybody going? Hey, bring something back for me.
Introducing McDonald's new Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy and breaded to perfection. Hurry in and get 4 for you or 10 to share.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No, pick up.
The 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Time. When things go right, we're where we need to be, when we need to be. But when someone is sick or hurt, time time gets away from us. At Novant Health, we know that we need to operate on your schedule. We take the time to give you the care and attention you need and get you back to what matters most, because your time is everything, and so is she. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
.43 to go here in the first. Virginia Union has led the entire way. It has been their style of play here in the first half.
They average about 73 points a ball game. And
tell you what, right now, if anybody gets to 73, I'll be amazed right now.
You get to 73, you probably getting ready to play on Saturday. And that's got to concern Lonnie Blood. This is a team that you remember last year. Riding high, same situation, and just last 5 minutes of the ball game, just got knocked down. Josh went nuts, and Fayetteville State got in the championship game. And I'm seeing a very, very similar picture right now. They've got to find a way to extend their legs, extend their wings, run and jump, get this Trojan crowd excited.
Cooley now with 5 points as the lead is at 6, matches their largest lead of the game. Granberry just looking for where the defense is going to come from, settles for the baseline jump shot.
He made a big shot on Wednesday night against St. Augustine's, very same spot on the floor. But he took the ball, he caught, he turned, and he knocked down the jumper. There was no hesitation. That time he hesitated. Yes, I know Walker's about 6'10", 6'11", as opposed to January, but still, you got that shot in your arsenal. You got to make that, especially right now when your team is struggling.
Shot clock at 5. Cooley will kick it out to Walker, and big fella caught it maybe where he's not used to having it, and shuffles his feet, turns it over.
Jay Butler quickly gets Smith back in the ball game and substitutes for him with Micah Thomas. Thomas, remember, hit a big shot last night, hit a big shot today, earlier. Again, there's room to get passes, but you got to be persistent. Bounce passes.
Here's Brown. His three is good.
It's a good look.
You could tell it was going in, or he knew it was going in as soon as he let it go, and that's his second three.
And that's the same spot where they've had 3 or 4 shots early that didn't fall. You get a shooter in that pocket, he's able to knock that down.
Cooley will pull up and try to answer. Left that one short. Melvin will run down the ball in the corner. 2:15 to go in the half.
You see the activity of Virginia Union.
All the attention around Granberry. Will make a catch. Right back out to Brown. Brown now in the paint. Runner away, good. Brown maybe heating up a little bit now.
Good bit of basketball there, little 2-man game versus the zone. Granberry doesn't take the baseline shot, but he gets replaced in the zone rotation offensively by Brown, a shooter who can score.
5 straight for Trey Brown. Virginia State down by just 1 now. Walker will back his way in on Granberry. Hangs on the rim. Momentum now maybe shifting in the direction of the Trojans. They have a chance to take their first lead. Granberry wants it down low. He'll come right back out to Melvin. Big fella underneath. He's got space. Trojans have their first lead. 7-0 run for Virginia State. 21-20. Smith drives out to Cooley. And he answers. Senior from Washington, D.C. puts the Panthers back up by 1. Granberry wouldn't drop off the glass. Peebles away with the rebound. About 15 seconds to separate game clock and shot clock. And Virginia Union is going to get a timeout. Jay Butler wants to talk it over here as we get towards the end here of this first half, and Virginia State's showing some life here on the offensive end.
Nice little sequence offensively. Get some scores, and it's just playing a little better. Watch Trey Brown. Good ball movement. Caught the ball in rhythm. Feet were set. Attacking the basket. Knocks it in. This is Granberry. See, replaces himself right there. Steps back. Granberry pulls away. Gives a little natural gap. And he's able to knock down another shot off the bounce. So let's see if they're going to try to keep feeding the ball to Granberry. If he can, to Brown. If he can score around the perimeter, then that's going to open it up inside, I think, a little bit for Granberry. And Granberry's got to be very, very patient right now. It's not going to be all easy inside the post. The good thing, if you're a Virginia State fan, Granberry's played. He's got 8 rebounds. He's only got 1 foul. And my man Thomas in the crowd over there. Graduate assistant. Manager. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And Lonnie Blow, Jay Butler. Outstanding coaches in the CIAA. We bumped into John Hill last night, and as we were walking back from the arena, great guy, and what they're doing. And Britt Vincent up at Chowan University. Of course, you'll see the legend Steve Joyner in a little bit. Stinson we saw yesterday.
And Trey Brown, 8 points, leading the way. 5 of them coming in the last minute and a half or so. Page will bring it back out to Smith. Hughes back on the floor, now to Cooley. Cooley pulls up, 5 on the shot clock. His rainbow jump shot no good on the weak side. Lehman right away with it. And with a hoop, the Trojans can go into the locker room with the lead. Daniel Rama with it. Shot clock coming down, game clock coming down right for the lead. Kind of great look at it. Wasn't meant to be. And Virginia Union will lead here at the half by 1 at 22-21. Virginia State comes storming back, finally finds some offense. But the Trojans will have to come from behind in this one. 22-21 our score here at the half. And Lonnie Blow's group, tops in the north, will have to come from behind in this one. Let's send it over here to Stan. Stan?
Thanks, Scotty P. Coach Blow, slow start. You guys aren't shooting the ball particularly well, but you're still in this basketball game.
Yeah, I think we turned the ball over too much early. We just got to get in a rhythm. We haven't gotten a rhythm yet. I think we're trying to do too much too soon. We got to get the ball moving side to side and then attack. We got to attack the gaps in the zone and get the ball inside.
Attacking the gaps, but on the defensive end, giving them some inside shots. Right. I know you want to put more pressure on the ball. Are we going to see more pressure, or we'll sit back more in the zone?
No, we're going to pressure the ball a little bit. We got to put more pressure on the perimeter to make those passes tough to get the ball inside. Bad half. We got to play better in the second half.
Coach, good luck to you in the second half.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Head Coach Lonnie Blow, the Trojans of Virginia State University. Scotty P, it's all yours, man.
All right, thanks, Dan. And Coach Blow will go in the locker room with his group, trailing by 1. Halftime here in Charlotte. Top seed in the north, trailing here by 1. Granberry and company will have to come from behind. Halftime festivities on the way here from the Spectrum Center.
Is that better? Can you hear me? Okay, great. So I think my sheet said we were running the taped interview from earlier with Doctor, and then we would do Manny Ahome from Samaritan's Feet for the second interview. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. I am joined with Dr. Ophelia Garman-Brown from Novant Health. How are you?
I'm doing well.
We're at the half here, our first semifinal with Virginia Union out in front of Virginia State by 22-21. The third member of our team, Shayna Renee, roaming the concourse earlier today. She had a chance to catch up with Dr. Ophelia Garman-Brown of Novant Health. Here's how that interview played out.
I am joined with Dr. Ophelia Garman-Brown from Novant Health. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Can you please tell us about Novant Health and what you mean to the community here in the CIAA?
Novant Health is one of the major healthcare systems in the Charlotte market, and we're here basically because we love the community. Our whole focus is to help each person have a remarkable experience, one person at a time, and so that's our goal.
So you mentioned having a remarkable experience, and I know that there's a program that you're very passionate about called Remarkable You. Can you explain for the people who are not familiar with Remarkable You and who may be out of the greater Charlotte community what that program is about and why you allocate so many wonderful resources to support its mission?
Well, if you think about the words Remarkable You, so we want everybody to be that, right? But in particular, with this particular program, we focus on diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. And we actually go around in the communities in North and South and Carolina, Virginia, and we screen people for diabetes, hypertension, obesity, because we know, especially as African Americans, but everybody, if we know our numbers regarding those three, then we can help change the trajectory of heart disease, amputations, dialysis, blindness, and all the things we see so much in the African American community.
Yes, those are huge epidemics basically within our community. So the work that you're doing to help alleviate it is really appreciated. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back soon. Great.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Where are we out? No, we have two more. Yeah. Welcome back. It's Shayna Renee. We are at the half of the first semifinal, men's semifinal of our doubleheader, where Virginia State is trailing the Virginia Union Panthers by 1 point, 22-21. I am joined by President, CEO, and founder of Samaritan's Feet, Manny Ohome. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thanks for having me here tonight.
We're glad to have you. So tell us a little bit about your organization.
Well, Samaritan's Feet is a global humanitarian organization. Our vision and mission is to help inspire hope among some of the world's most impoverished children by providing a basic need, a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes to us in this country is a fashion accessory, but to the millions of kids around the world, it's actually a vehicle to help them survive. So we wash children's feet all over the world, give them new shoes, and inspire them to dream big dreams.
What inspired you to come up with this mission?
You know, when I was 9 years old selling water at a park in Lagos, Nigeria, there's this group of missionaries that came to teach us how to play basketball. These missionaries said we're going to have a shooting competition. They said the prize for the winner is going to be a new pair of shoes.
Wow.
I ended up being the one that won the shooting competition and give my first pair of shoes. I became the first person, not just in my family, but my entire community to own a pair of tennis shoes. Ended up coming to America on a basketball scholarship. When my father passed away, when I went back to burying, I saw the need. And then I learned over 1.5 billion people in the world were infected with diseases, and kids across the world, including the United States, couldn't afford to have shoes. I said, I got to do something about it. That's when we started Samaritan Civil Division, put shoes on the feet of 10 million kids. And today, we serve just about 7 million children, over 90 countries, and over 350 U.S. communities around the world.
That's an incredible story. So talk a little bit about the presence that Samaritan's Feet has had here at the CIAA.
You know, we're so honored to be one of the official charities of the CIAA. We've been a partner with them for a number of years. Just today alone, we were just over at Nathaniel Alexander Elementary School. We served over 860 children. I mean, students from Bowie State, from Virginia Union, all these schools came in, watching these children's feet. I mean, this kid's going to be our future leader, maybe future CIAA athletes. You know, the commissioner was out there on her knees, washing the feet of poor kids, inspiring these kids to dream big. Then see, love is a very powerful force, and when you see it in action, it's very contagious.
I love your energy and your passion behind your organization, and it's so infectious. How can people who are equally inspired watching you share your story help support Samaritan?
You know, if you're right here, you can go right to the concourse. We have one of our booths, but go to Samaritan'sFeet.org and be a part. You know, for $20, you can put a pair of shoes on a child anywhere in the world. You can go with us and serve overseas. You can serve domestically, but more importantly, you can help tell somebody. So follow us on any of our social media platforms.
Okay, thank you so much. Continue the great work, and we're happy to support you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
The most important meal of the day is rarely perfect. It's not always sunny side up. Sometimes you can't afford to skip it. And sometimes you eat it for dinner. But as long as it's fresh, you're serving it right. That's why at Food Lion, we make fresh food affordable for everyone. Food Lion, how refreshing.
CIAA presents Zip Show Throwdown, hosted by DC Young Fly, Fred Wild and I, and Power 98. It's Greek versus Greek, featuring the Divine Nine, Step Friday, March 2nd at the Charlotte Convention Center. Then on Saturday, March 3rd at the Charlotte Convention Center, G.O.B. and Darren Brand from Wild and I, and Street 103 host the CIAA Step Show Step On. 10 of the greatest high school step teams. Tickets on CIAAtournament.org.
Introducing McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
I'd like my baby needs a new pair of shoes meal. He just slipped.
So that's 2 large Sprites, a McChicken, and a triple cheeseburger for just $6.
Exactly. Got something for you.
No way. Thank you, Mom. Wow. I'm gonna take a picture.
Build whatever meal you want with favorites on McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
The CIAA Championship Day goes down March 3rd at the Spectrum Center, and seats are going fast. See top names in entertainment out for the win during the 2018 Celebrity Charity Basketball Game. Then watch the CIAA Men's and Women's Final, where 2 teams will be crowned champs. Plus halftime performance by Drew Hill, and that's just the beginning. Want to be in the house? Get a general admission book and save up to 75%. 22 games and full access to the celebrity game. See, we told you we got you. Go to CIAAtournament.org for tickets.
CIAA basketball is brought to you by Food Lion. Food Lion, how refreshing.
Really, very rarely do you get a chance to sit with living history. Earl Monroe, 2,935 points. 50 years later, that record still stands. Always an honor to see you, Mr. Monroe.
Well, it's always an honor to get back into the CIAA.
I know you're here for the CIAA tournament. This is also a very special CIAA tournament. Tell us why.
Well, my team, after 50 years, finally getting inducted into the CIAA Hall of Fame. As you see, I'm wearing the Ram cap here, so I'm really happy about being here.
50 years ago, a guy from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, dominated the sports pages, dominated the country, winning the national championship under the legendary Clarence Big House Games. Your memories of 50 years ago in that title.
Well, you know, the reason I'm here really is because my teammates are here. And, you know, a lot of times you think about, you know, that team, you think about me as being a one-man show. But, you know, we were actually a team, and that's why we all been together all these years. And I'm here representing as being a part of just that team.
How nice has it been to be with some of your old teammates? I know you guys keep in touch, but to get here today, be honored in the Hall of Fame, wear the Winston-Salem State Ram, it's got to be good.
Yeah, it's really special. You know, we talked about this, you know, a lot of times, and we do a lot of things together. But, you know, when we get together, it's like we were just together yesterday, you know, and that's the great thing about basketball. That's the great thing about camaraderie in the locker room.
When you talk about CIAA, there's only one name that comes first, Earl the Pearl Monroe. I thank you for all the memories. I thank you for all the history. I thank you for everything on behalf of everyone that's ever loved basketball and loves the CIAA. You are simply the GOAT.
Well, I appreciate it, and I want people out there to look at my film when it comes out called The Magic of the Rams, which will chronicle some of the 1967 Ram basketball.
Earl Monroe, 50 years later, he's still great. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
No, pick up.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
The 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
The most important meal of the day is rarely perfect. It's not always sunny side up. Sometimes you can't afford to skip it. And sometimes you eat it for dinner. But as long as it's fresh, you're serving it right. That's why at Food Lion, we make fresh food affordable for everyone. Food Lion, how refreshing.
One day your little guy's behind the wheel. It's okay, your mom's side will find a way to deal. You built this business up from the ground. Soon your retired side will pass it on down. Every day brings something new, so much to look forward to. Nationwide is on your side.
Set to start the second half. What a great visit with Earl the Pearl Monroe.
You know, you watch somebody as a child, a baby, and you don't really know what you're looking at. And then you read about him and you follow him, and then as life goes, you get a chance to meet him and get to know him, and they're your friend, and you get in their home and you talk to him, and every now and then you get a chance to touch the goat. Okay? You get to touch greatness. Doggone it, we're going to talk to Earl Monroe now. Okay? I like the woo-woos, I like the rah-rahs, but we're going to look and talk to Earl. That was a legend. That was a legend. You saw history. The building had a buzz. Didn't you just say that? You were watching.
The building had a buzz as soon as they brought him out on the floor. That championship team walking around. And, hey, he might have inspired Wayman right there, who just did a little impersonation as a chance at an N1.
It makes me want to tear up a little bit. I thank my mom and dad for, bringing us as a kid, bringing me to the basketball games. I didn't know I was in diapers and going to ball games and stuff, bottling diapers, and you saw all this stuff. And wow, this
he's a guy that
it's not like I don't know, like we don't talk every now and then.
Well, he's a guy that a lot of people have impersonated in their backyard.
Yes, sir. Perlin.
One of them right here. Yeah. Nice floater by Cooley, and an answer by Virginia Union to tie it up at 24.
If these players today can have the impact on basketball and life and society that man has, what life you've lived. Earl the Pearl. All right, let's go back to basketball now. Congratulations to that 67 team in the Hall of Fame.
Wayman Wright drops it off to Granberry. 5 on the shot clock. Trey Brown will give it to Melvin. He'll challenge Walker. And a foul on Walker. As we look at our Novant Health halftime stats, close your eyes when you look at the shooting percentage. It's not been pretty. And 9 turnovers for Virginia State. They had more turnovers than they did made field goals in the first half, but hung around and only trailed by 1. And here they are with a chance to take the lead back.
That's a little surprising. 0-3 from Virginia Union from three-point land. I just watching the game and doing what we're doing, you would have thought they'd made a couple of threes. And Virginia State struggled 4-15. They're a better shooting team than this.
Well, their three-point threat is Todd Hughes. And Hughes scored 26 in the win over Winston-Salem State, 22 in the win over Shaw, and he has yet to score here for Virginia Union in this game. This is Hughes with it right here. Missed his first shot to start off the second half. But he's the guy that can fill it up from outside without question for the Panthers.
There's a lot more man right now. Like Coach Lowe said, they'll put more pressure on him.
Walker straight on, jump shot, too strong. Melvin will rip it away.
Yeah, they'll let him take that all night.
Granberry on the baseline. Steps away from the double team. Right, pulls up, jump shot, no good. Granberry with the tip. The big fella's active underneath.
Two-time All-CIAA performer, the JUCO All-American, Richard Granberry. Some games he dominates, other games he's dominated.
Jenkins, strong move. Granberry somehow, out of all the gray jerseys, comes away with the rebound.
He's at 10 rebounds, I think, over it.
Closing in on a double-double. Brown flashes in the middle. There's Melvin trying to draw a foul. Good defense by the Panthers not to foul. Now Hughes trying to get himself going. Pull up jump shot. Maybe that'll do it.
It's a situation where Virginia State really should have scored. They had two guys in the post. Never got anything out of it. And Hughes makes you pay for any mistake. He's going to have a good second half, I think.
That's his first bucket. Maybe that'll get him going. 2-point game. Granberry sweeps with the left hand.
Nice, big fella. Nice.
Double-double now for Granberry with 10 points, 11 rebounds. Page left open for three, spins out. Look at Jenkins go after it.
Big guys running the floor, finishing strong.
Well, these teams exchanging body blows here to start off the second half.
Jim Juneau was telling me it's been 10 years since these two teams have played in the CIAA tournament.
Quick hands, turnover.
I don't think they've ever played a championship game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Foul along the baseline on Virginia State. Walter Williams picks up his second. And the first team foul. Jay Butler doesn't like something.
He's in a great coaching mode right now. Saw Coach Robbins. Try to catch up with him if he can, but he's in. This is not a good time to talk to Coach Robbins. Trust me, I know. He's a friend too, but I do know that. I'll talk to you. I don't want to talk to you long. I'll watch a game.
Another turnover by Virginia State. Back-to-back TOs. Cooley's going to drive it at Granberry, and we are tied at 30. Nice answer by Virginia Union as the Trojans were trying to take control here early on in the second half. Granberry spots up for the jump shot. He's feeling it now. 12 points, 11 rebounds for the all-conference performer. Cooley down the lane. He'll challenge Granberry again. Slides down for two.
They've been running that slice cut for as long as I can remember. You've got to be able to defend that high screen and roll action.
And Cooley in the passing lanes, and Virginia State is just turning it over as Virginia Union is turning up the pressure. Foul in the backcourt prevents the layup. These two rivals are battling for a chance at a championship tomorrow night. Richard Granberry with a strong, quick start here to the second half. Already has 6 points. And working on a double-double for the game, 12 points and 11 rebounds.
Coming out with a flow, better body language, moving, being very active. They're going to need Granberry to step up if they expect to play tomorrow.
Virginia State offense, needless to say, a whole lot better than what we saw in the first half. They are 4-6 to start the second half. Virginia Union, good too, at 5 of 10.
I like both teams, but it couldn't have gotten any worse.
No, it couldn't have. And here we are, tied at 32.
Take away the backup. Good job back around. Plenty of time.
Smith will drop it off for Page. Mid-range jump shot is good by James Page.
Yeah, we haven't talked a lot about Page as a scorer, but he is this weekend in the tournament. He averaged 12 points a ball game. Made a lot of threes.
And Virginia State offense is now sputtering. They're just turning the ball over. And this will be a travel on Virginia Union. Our nationwide trivia question: who was the first black player in the NBA? Nationwide bringing you their historical perspective throughout the course of the season, trivia. And we'll have that answer for you here momentarily. Virginia Union up by 2. Trojans can score the basketball when they don't turn it over.
That's about right.
Williams tried to find Melvin Cutting, and another turnover.
Man.
That's their 14th turnover right now. 11 points for Union off of those giveaways. Already 5 turnovers here in the second half.
Surprisingly, the record that the Trojans have, they've had some narrow escapes. They have lost some ball games. The 3 games they lost to Shaw in overtime in Raleigh right after losing to Bowie State. I think a game at Bowie State just out-physicaled them up in Petersburg a couple of weeks ago when we were up there. Thought Blue really played probably one of their best games until last night.
Corey Cooley, who's been hot here in the second half. A rare miss. Granberry away with the rebound. Trojans can tie or take the lead.
Got to keep going to Granberry. They didn't get the hot hand.
Brandon Holly on the floor. Williams
right there.
Paint. Yeah, Brown turns, fires. Maybe had a little more time than he thought. Missed the shot, and a foul on Granberry will be his second.
Guys have got to get comfortable on the court. And it looks like, and we talked about getting the guy to flash in the middle of the second cutter inside, and you're going to get some shots, you're going to get some touches, and what you do with it. And that was a situation where you're just like, hey, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't feel good about it.
Hughes goes up.
Oh.
He's got his second hoop here in the second half now. And the lead out to 4 for the Panthers.
When you talk about, we say Todd Hughes, the old man game. As long as you can sleep.
Granberry's got space, kicks it out opposite side. Holly's 3 is no good. There's Williams. Oh, he missed the tip.
Point blank.
Now Cooley at his best. Wanted it to drop down. Love the explosion to the cup, though.
Push ahead. You see Williams just graze him across the top of the forehead.
Now 5 team fouls on Virginia State, and that is 3 on Walt Williams. 2 free throws for Cooley. Leading the way, scoring. He's got 14 now, and Williams has 3, and for now it looks like Lonnie Blow's going to leave him on the floor. Cooley nets them both. 6-point lead for Virginia Union. Hughes will check out. Holly will try another 3, and this one goes in.
Made 53s on the season. He's back 51. was injured some during mid-season of this year, but Lonnie Blow has raved about his practice habits and his ability to knock down deep three-pointers. They needed that.
Back to Cooley. He'll penetrate in, turns, fires, gets the roll.
Nice roll.
Might be heating up a little bit. Last name is Cooley, but don't be fooled. Lead out to 5. Cooley's got 15.
I knew a guy that could shoot the ball through the name of Dexter Cooley in Raleigh, North Carolina. Dex, I'm thinking about you, boy.
Williams' jumper spins out. Cooley's got a little bounce to his step.
He does.
Right in front of the Virginia Union bench. He'll switch sides here as Smith comes with him. Smith, a rare attempt from beyond the arc. Oh, Panthers. Offense rolling. Coach Blow knows it. He's going to call a timeout. Largest lead of the game now for Virginia Union. They are up 8. And the point guard from the Bronx, New York, draining it from outside. 43-35. Well, we talked about him in our McDonald's Ones to Watch, and Kevin Cooley must have been listening to you.
You know, I told you, he can score, he's active. Virginia State's not doing a good job of taking him off his spots. That's Amir Hall, the Black College Football Player of the Year from Bowie State. They also honored Mr. Jim Birch, the supervisor officials, given over 50 years of service to the CIAA, one of the first African-American officials in college basketball. And Dr. Claudia Mackey, longtime educator, former basketball coach, played with Jethro Pugh. Remember Jethro Pugh of the famed Ice Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys? They were teammates at Elizabeth City State University. All being honored for great service, career service, great honors for the CIAA. And speaking of Elizabeth City, my main man's not here. I've been missing. My man, Bobby Vaughn, just celebrated his 90th birthday recently. Coach Vaughn, another one of the CIAA legends. Can't have this tournament without Coach Vaughn. And want to send him some love. He's doing good, but he just didn't make it down for this year's tournament. So I got to just tell him, Coach Vaughn, where are you? I'm looking for you. You have to talk. Man, he makes a great soup. I remember his house one day. We sat there, ate soup, and he took me through all the memorabilia. His book was coming out at the time, and it's great. Well, Bobby Vaughn's one of the great. But congratulations to Amir Hall and Dr. Mackey and Jim Birch. Thank you so very much.
We've got a media timeout. We'll answer your nationwide trivia question when we come back. 43-35 is our score. Union out on top.
No, pick up.
You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
2018 Camry, Toyota, let's go places.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby. You got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before. You know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Get ready for a homecoming experience like no other. 2018 CIAA basketball tournament. Welcome to our house. February 27th through March 3rd at Bojangles Coliseum and Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Students, alumni, fans will all come together as one to watch the best in women's and men's basketball. 2 great venues, 22 action-packed games. Reserve your hotel and get your tickets today by visiting CIAAtournament.org. CIAA basketball tournament, February 27th through March 3rd. Welcome to our house.
Are you ready for the biggest homecoming experience of the year? The 2018 CIAA Toyota Fan Fest and Super Saturday goes down March 2nd and 3rd at the Charlotte Convention Center with special performances by Dave East, Ayo and Teo, and R&B legends Bill DeVoe.
Right there, March 2nd, Fan Fest, Charlotte, North Carolina.
And it's free and open to the public. CIAA Toyota Fan Fest and Super Saturday, March 2nd and 3rd, Charlotte Convention Center.
It's your man Ronnie DeVoe, and we're coming 2018 CIAA Fan Fest.
Go to CIAAtournament.org.
Well, our Coke Zero fan of the game, who will you find when you look around? The legendary Coach Robbins.
Dave Robbins is the man. Fan of the game every game. 30 years of Virginia Union, 8 NCAA Elite Eights, 22 NCAA appearances, 13 CIAA championships, and 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 NCAA championships, 05 being the most recent. And
he looks like he was coaching from there.
You talk about, I just talked about one of the greatest coaches in the CIAA, Bobby Vaughn. There's the all-time winner in the CIAA. Make no mistake about it. Should be in the Naismith Hall of Fame. You ask me. He's in the College Basketball Hall of Fame out in Kansas City, but should be in the Naismith Hall of Fame. 3 national championships. Dave Robbins.
He likes what he sees from the Panthers.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Let's thank them. Let's thank them.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
They brought Dave Robbins in here, right?
That's it.
This lead is extended out to 10 now for Virginia Union. We approach the midway point, and Cooley's got 10 here in the second half. Give him 12. Can't be stopped here so far. Cooley having one of those memorable nights. Got 17 now. And Lonnie Blow wants a timeout. The lead is at 12 now with 10:07 to play. Back to our nationwide trivia question. Who was the first black player in the NBA?
Earl, not Monroe, Earl Lloyd, the great Mr. Earl Lloyd. Played at West Virginia State when they were a member of the CIAA, and then later on was actually the first black or African-American coach to be a player and then a coach and then in upper management in the NBA. Passed away 2 years ago at CIAA time, sadly. And again, another one of those people that everybody in basketball may not know about, but if you don't, that's shame on you because you should. CIAA born and bred, grew up in Virginia, went to West Virginia State, and the most recent time I saw him about 3 years ago before he passed, he still was caring passionately about CIAA things, wearing CIAA. Was always a treasure to see at the CIAA tournament. But there's your answer. Earl Lloyd. Earl Lloyd. Say again. Earl Lloyd.
Granberry finds Melvin cutting on the weak side, and a much-needed hoop for the Trojans. Virginia State comes in 24-3. And they played on, what day is today, Friday? They played Wednesday. Played Wednesday, had yesterday off. Virginia Union, meanwhile, has played 3 games, or 2 games already. This is their 3rd, and they look like a fresher team with more of a bounce right now. Union defeated Winston-Salem State and Shaw. Virginia State with the win over St. Augustine's. You think maybe the Panthers might be feeling 3 games here, but they look fresh. And they look poised. Smith, long-range jump shot, no good. Rebound, pulled down by Brown. Melvin drives in. And Moore ties them up. Possession area will keep it on this end.
everything that Virginia Union is doing is quicker. They're making the smart play. Melvin's good drive there, tries to avoid going inside, avoiding more and more, just keeps his hands in position. He's all ball.
Cooley checks out for Virginia Union as Micah Thomas comes in. Melvin sets up Williams, shoots that one with confidence, but still can't get it to drop down, and one and done for the Trojans on the offensive end.
Virginia State's played a lot of close basketball games this year. They're 20-3, games 10 points or less. That's pretty much every game they play. They won at the wire, they've won, they've lost some leads, but they found a way to win. Can they make this comeback?
And shot clock violation. This Trojan team is scrapping though. Down by 10, and James Smith Jr. will come in for the first time, a freshman out of South Boston, Virginia. Didn't play in the first half. Lonnie Blow trying to punch the right buttons here. His team down by 10.
Haven't talked about Granberry lately.
Brown lost it on the bounce. He'll scramble for it, and Jenkins taps it ahead to Smith.
Great hustle by Union.
And Virginia Union in no hurry, up by 10.
Run their offense, take their time, see how the ball's moving.
Melvin hustling as Hughes just shields him away from the basketball. It'll stay Virginia Union possession, and the Trojans will huddle up trailing by 10. CIAA basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places, proud sponsor of the CIAA. By McDonald's, the one place that'll always be your place. Mickey D's, follow at 365Black on Twitter. By Nationwide, as the official insurance and financial services partner of the CIAA, Nationwide is on your side. Coca-Cola, grab an ice cold Coca-Cola and taste the feeling. By Food Lion, count on Food Lion to bring you fresh and affordable together in one place with a double your money back fresh guarantee. Food Lion, how refreshing. By Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable. For more information, visit NovantHealth.org/wartime. And by Denny's. This Virginia State team averages 72 points a ball game with just 37 points and 7.5 minutes to go. Cooley drives in, flips it over his head. Oh my goodness.
beginning to get the feeling that it's going to be a bad day in Petersburg, a bad Friday night, Black Friday.
Cooley has 21 now, the only Panther in double figures. And another turnover by the Trojans. That's 16 now.
They've had 11 games, Scott, where they've had 16 turnovers or more. They've been able to win most of those games. And one game they did lose was against Shaw. They're 10-1 in 16-plus TO games. Don't know if they're going to be able to come back tonight. Still some time, though.
There's got to be something about stopping this guy. And I don't think you can right now. Cooley looking at the crowd, looking at anybody.
As you drive off 95, there's a McDonald's on what they call the boulevard, right near campus. They can stop there and get one of them 1, 2, 3 deals in a Big Mac moment, because it looks like line's going to be packed at the bus. So Cooley taking it, penetrates. Nobody stops him. He spins, he scores, gets the roll. Try to stop him. You can only hope. Penetrates the defense. Not Virginia State defense. Too good of offense. Another basket. And watch Corey Cooley just doing work inside. Virginia Union has just outthought the Virginia State Trojans.
Much needed hoop there by James Smith Jr. 51-39. And too much time bringing it across the timeline, and that's a careless error by Virginia Union. Granberry back on the floor for the Trojans. 6:07 to play. You don't have to abandon trying to get the ball into the big fella Granberry and still work the offense through him. But you need buckets, and it has been hard going for Virginia State.
It would help their cause if they got the ball to Granberry a few times. He hadn't scored in a long while.
And James Smith, who just had a bucket, a freshman from South Boston, Virginia, trying to provide a spark now for Lonnie Blow's group.
Maybe he can. Not really a three-point shooter, but a guy that can get to the glass a little bit. And a little confidence right now. Right now for Virginia State, Scott, you're hoping any way possible to get on a little bit of a mini run. But Virginia Union's not really letting the door. They're not opening the door.
Smith averages 2 on the season, has 4 now, and here's a jump ball in the backcourt. And so Union has coughed it up on 2 straight possessions. As the jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Trojans.
Can Virginia State take advantage of this right now, score, cut this thing into single numbers, and then get some momentum and play better basketball? And if so, how does Union handle it?
Williams will kick it out. Would be a big 3 by Brown. Spins out. Granberry almost able to bring it down. Can't ask for a better look for Trey Brown there.
Ball touches the paint. Got to have a chance to score in there.
5:40 left. Hughes lines up a 3. Almost banked it in. Trey Brown away with it. Almost carried it, but gave it up at just the right moment to Smith. He'll get it back to Brown. Thought about the 3. Smith with the jump stop and turned it over on a charge as Todd Hughes holds his ground. Our Coca-Cola game summary, take a look at the numbers. And Virginia Union shooting 44%. It has been a tough go shooting the basketball consistently for Virginia State. 3-point field goal numbers, and look at the turnovers. 17 for Virginia State, and the points in the paint, just a huge number for the Panthers.
Virginia State just can't solve the Union zone. It's just that simple. And that's what has been designed for so many, many years.
And here on this end, we talk about points in the paint. It hasn't really been post-up moves. It's been guys like Cooley driving in and getting buckets. He even made that one. They're going to wave it off, though. Before the shot, the foul comes in on Trey Brown. That is just his first. And as the 7th team foul now, Cooley will walk to the line and have a 1-and-1. 23 points, See the numbers on 10 of 17 shooting.
Look here, this is 2018, isn't it? It's 18?
It is, yes, sir.
So it's been since 2006 since Union's won a championship. I don't even think they've been in the championship game since 2006. I'm not getting ahead of the game right now, but I think they're going to play. I think they were in the championship game the next year. They lost to Elizabeth City. I'd say 7. Sean Walker's team. Speaking of Roman Road, that was the year that they did Black Magic.
Granberry finally gets a touch, but unable to drop it in. And right now, Virginia Union has seized control and trying not to let it go. We go under 4.5 to play. Who else but Cooley to try to close it out? Not even that one. And a shot clock violation. So the Trojans will have it.
Trying to save the ball, Jay grabs it, he runs into the bench and nearly runs into the lap of Jerome Furtado. Jerome didn't know where to catch him and move out of the way. Fred Burrows. A lot of stuff going on the bench too.
Granberry with more on his back. Kicks it out to Brown. Spots up for 3. Much needed hoop.
Good look that time, inside, outside.
Well, the lead's down to single digits now, 53-44. Hughes underneath, couldn't finish, somehow gets it back, and then quickly rifles it out to Cooley. Stop play. And look again as Trojans go inside out. Trey Brown hit a couple threes here, and that was much needed. And now with 3:42 to play, we're going to take a media timeout. And the Trojans will huddle up here, trailing by 9.
No, pick up.
My time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Time. When things go right, we're where we need to be, when we need to be. But when someone is sick or hurt, time gets away from us. At Novant Health, we know that we need to operate on your schedule. We take the time to give you the care and attention you need and get you back to what matters most. Because your time is everything, and so is she. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
Want to do hot chocolate? No. Yes. Girl, yes.
Oh, that's really good. Tell me about your game. How'd it go? Keep up the good work, Your Honor.
The one place that'll always be your place. Mickey D's.
Stan, you've been waiting for it. Here it is, your Big Mac moment.
Here we go, drive in there. Up, off the glass. Look, Mon, no hands, no eyes, not looking at the glass. Goes on my way to Mickey D's. The Big Mac moment of the game, just driving in there. You know, when you haven't eaten the Big Mac, you're light like that. You can throw it up there, but after you eat it, a little heavy because you feel good. You felt good about it. That's a Big Mac moment, just driving in the lane, throwing it off the glass, counting the basket. The fries go with that shake.
Cooley.
Big Mac moment of the game. I absolutely live for the Big Mac moment and the aspire thing. That's the stuff that I'm gonna miss doing that over the summer. I might be driving down the highway just doing it myself.
You can do it. Corey Cooley with 18 of his 25 here in the second half. He's got it, wants to add to it. And Moore with a big offensive rebound. Virginia State scrambling around. They've got a stop or two, but cannot end the possession. And time starting to creep away. And Ciante Delpit just lost his footing. That's the 8th team foul. And Jamal Smith, who shoots 70%, will have a 1-and-1 now.
Go. Yeah, see, just off balance because you got out of your defensive stance. So once you get out of your defensive stance, you're at the mercy of your offensive player.
Ten-point game, 3:07 left. Smith makes them both. 11-point lead now. Brown from the corner, rims out, big offensive rebound by Corum. Lead back down to 9, and a foul in the backcourt as the Trojans trap Hughes.
Gotta get that.
Andrew Corum with a big follow. And now Hughes, senior from Smyrna, Delaware, with a 1-and-1, 9 team fouls on Virginia State. Corum subs out as Williams comes in. Hughes has had a quiet game. That gives him 5 points. They haven't needed him really the way Corey Cooley has played.
So I was about to say, it shows you how this team's been in sync right now. Cooley stepped in.
2:50 left now. Granberry will kick it out. Brown had to double clutch it to right. Now to Williams. Quick corner three. It's too long. Rebound by Page. He'll get it to Smith. And under 2.5 left.
The VUU zone has just worn Virginia State down mentally and physically.
Virginia State won both regular season meetings. But if this one plays out the way it looks right now, the one they will remember is right here in Charlotte. Cooley floats one up. And Page away with the rebound.
What a rebound.
In between two white jerseys. And the Trojans now, with under 2 minutes left, forced to foul, and the Panther faithful starting to get up on their feet now.
Goes up, look at all the white shirts, and he's able to get around and just walk the ball. That's about walk two. Nothing else but walk two. Good graces and get the ball.
Smith, who just made 2 free throws. Page, a senior, rips away that rebound. Phillip Owens will come in. A little bit better three-point shooter on the floor now for Lonnie Blow's group. Well, last year in the tournament, Virginia State, as Brown lets fly for 3, ran into one of the hottest teams in the tournament in Fayetteville State.
Yeah, Joshua Dawson. And he lit him up that last 7 or 8 minutes. I mean, absolutely unbelievable basketball by Joshua Dawson.
And it looks like now the Trojans are having the same fate, but this time it's with Virginia Union.
And that's even worse for them. They didn't have to live with Fayetteville State. Some of these same people, you know, go to the same churches, go to the same banks and doctor's offices, and
McDonald's.
right past it. Yeah, especially McDonald's. You know, go to the same Food Lion.
Cooley adding to the total. And dare I say, Virginia Union, dare I make the comparison, looks a little bit like Bowie State did last year when they played 4 games and route to a championship.
Got a chance also to get the double-double there, women's championship and men. 2011, last time that happened, Shaw won both of them. Before that, it was 09, Johnson C. Smith.
3 long by Owens. Granberry keeps playing. 14 points and 12 rebounds now for Granberry. And a timeout at the Virginia State bench, 61-48. And right now the Panthers know they are close to playing tomorrow. And Corey Cooley, look at the numbers, 27 points on 10 of 19 shooting. There was a span of about 3 to 4 minutes when it seemed like he was the only player on the floor.
A season high back in late December against Winston-Salem State where he had 24. And as we mentioned, he had 19 double-figure ball games this season alone. Was a preseason all-conference performer. And it was just, had some injuries, just didn't always play with the pizzazz and the intensity maybe, and people defend you, that he's playing with during this CIAA tournament.
Well, Virginia Union may be dancing another day, leading 61-48. And they really seized the tempo in the first half, weathered a run by Virginia State early in the second half, and then it was Corey Cooley's time.
It really was. And you love a guy that's playing on a mission, just trying to continue to play basketball.
You love seniors this time of year,
right?
I
do. I've always said that the worst sight that we ever see is that senior sitting on the bench. Realize this is his last basketball game. He won't ever put up the uniform at college.
Gets it ahead to Cooley as they break the pressure. And Virginia State now scrambling. And a reach-in foul on Smith. With 1:15 to go.
Still think that I'm pretty sure that Virginia State will get an NCAA bid. They're number 1 or number 2 in the region. Number 1, I want to say. I've been out of the loop all week, but so they'll get a bid. I tend to think, and maybe even host it.
Great year, 24-3. One of only 2 teams in the conference to win 20 games this year. 63-48 now. Cooley with 28. It'll be a semifinal that they will talk about for a long time up at Virginia Union. This performance by Corey Cooley against their arch rival Virginia State. 1:07 left. 3-pointer away and again off the mark. This time by Daniel Rahama. And under a minute left. And another foul by the Trojans.
Very disappointing, I know. Virginia State fans, it's been a great season for them. And like I said, I think they've got a chance. I'm pretty sure they'll play again next week. So, losing the women's game in close fashion, they don't look very happy. They're not asking what party is right now. When you think about the football, they were trying to do something that hasn't been done in a long time, is win football championship and basketball the same year. Trenton Cannon, who was also a finalist for that Black College Football Player of the Year,
shows you how good Amir
was
Hall
named the running back of the year, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got a lot to be proud of in Petersburg, but right now, victory go to spoils, and better get ready because Panther Pride is going to be out all afternoon long tomorrow. Dr. King Lucas is the new president there, and he's very proud of what they're doing. So, hey, we got to get this legacy back. And so, be a good game against. They beat Bowie both games, and we saw one of them. They beat Bowie and Jay Butler, proud alum of Virginia Union, and they lost at the buzzer to Johnson C. Smith.
Whistle underneath will go on Justin Hairston, and Jordan Thornton, who just came into the game, will have a couple free throws here. Well, this Virginia Union team, Stan, you talked about it and the history with the program. Saw Coach Robbins here, and they've been waiting a long time to hang another banner.
2006. They played in the 07 game, but lost to Elizabeth City State. And if not mistaken, that was Dave Robbins' last game because he went in the Hall of Fame. I was interested, wow, what a great way to win in the Hall of Fame and would win the championship because he was rumored he was going to step down, he was going to retire. he did later on. But anyway, that's old history. They're trying to make new history, and they're 43 seconds away from getting to the championship game.
Let's get by Smith. Head of the pack is Thornton, and he'll put a little exclamation point on it for the Panthers. They deserve to smile and bounce around a little bit, as the 3 seed in the North is going to advance on to play for a championship tomorrow.
Question I ask now, Virginia State, are you going to bounce back? You're disappointed you're not going to win the championship, but now are you going to have a great week of practice and be ready for the next challenge, the NCAAs?
Well, Virginia Union celebrating. Jay Butler loves it. 67-52, your final, as they knock off the top seed in the North and the favorite here in Charlotte and Virginia State. And Union improves now to 17-14 overall. Virginia State drops to 24-4. And Jay Butler has his team playing his kind of basketball at the right time of year. We look at our Coca-Cola brackets. Virginia Union has advanced on. They will await the winner of our nightcap here between the top seed in the South, Johnson C. Smith, and the number 2 seed in the North, the Bulldogs of Bowie State. Again, your final here, 67-52. Virginia Union with an impressive performance behind that guy, Corey Cooley, who goes for 29 points and leads the way for the Panther victory. Stan Luter with a very happy Jay Butler.
Jay Butler, I'm letting you soak this all in, but what'd you just tell me? Special what?
This is a special group right here. I told him from day one we should be playing on Saturday night. I said it's going to take a team effort, and we struggled all year trying to find chemistry, trying to find the right rotations and stuff like that, but they kept fighting. We stayed together, we kept fighting. Hey, we played on Saturday.
You and I were talking Monday and also Tuesday, and you said these guys just have a certain focus about themselves. What was it that you saw about this team to get them to Saturday night?
I thought we had the ability to be a great defensive team, and defense win championships. So we've been talking all year, and the guys just kept fighting. They kept fighting. And we got 6 seniors, and they stepping up right now, and they lead.
Last night, Todd Hughes steps up. Today, Corey Cooley comes up big for you.
Corey Cooley, he's an unbelievable one-on-one player. And I told him, he was kind of pressing in the first half, and I said, Corey, settle down, and get to the next level. He got to the next level today.
Jay, you know this history of Virginia Union as well as anyone can imagine. You played here. You understand what it's about to play for championships. What will it mean for you to play in a championship game tomorrow night with Dave Robbins in the stands?
We got Coach Robbins in the stands. I had the opportunity to win 3 CIAA championships as a player. Made it there 4 times, but it's a little special feeling being there as a coach. So I'm excited, looking forward to the opportunity. Hey, these guys are ready.
Jay, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Thank you very much.
Head coach Jay Butler. The Virginia Union Panthers will advance to the CIAA championship tomorrow night.
Jay
Scott,
Butler.
Back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Stan. Jay Butler riding that energy, riding that excitement that this group has been providing for him. He told you they've got 6 seniors. They want a trip to play on Saturday night. They've earned it. A big battle from Virginia State, though. They hung around as the top seed that they are. But in the end, Union was just a team on a mission. Corey Cooley goes for 29. The Panthers advance on 67.